And are we ready for Game 5 of the LCUS Championships? I know I am. How about you, Sig?
I could not be more pumped right now. We just played Silver Scrapes, threw the copyright rules to the window. It's time to go all out. Option 12, Northern Storm, everything on the table now, folks. I hope you're ready. I know I
Oh, hell yeah. And we have got a barn birder ready to rock and roll.
Oh, man. I don't even know what kind of feedback I could give to either team. They're putting it all on the line right now.
You know what feedback I'm going to give? Put it all out there. Let's see those pocket picks. Let's see that Teemo ADC. Let's see that Soraka top. Let's go all out and let's rock this thing from the top on down.
This has been an emotional roller coaster. Highs and lows all around. Looks like for the first ban phase, we are going to see Rammus come across, again targeting Fat Lee. That has been a priority all night. Nivea ban coming across, again, a first ban priority for Northern Storm, keeping it out of the hands of Ace, who's shown a dominating performance in this attempt for a reverse sweep.
Yeah, it's definitely doesn't seem to be any changes in bans, so we'll be really exciting to see what comes through. I think we might see some return to the Udyr, or maybe an Amumu or a Jarvan.
Is wise.
Definitely no return to the Udyr with that ban coming through.
Well, not just mad.
A respect ban for the Zac, but nothing towards the Warwick yet. Despite it having a huge impact on the last game, they must have something planned to counteract its effects.
Yeah, we're yet to see really any pocket picks come out for Fat Lee to see if he has anything flexible. We haven't seen Kane from him, but I don't think Kane's particularly meta right now.
No, he's not exceptionally strong right now, unfortunately, so...
Swain ban coming across. Huge respect going over to Ace. 2 out of 3 bans.
Seeing the... Oh, and the Caitlyn comes through first. Are we going to see a pick away of the Cho'Gath, perhaps, by Fat Lee? I definitely believe he could play it, even if it's not his style. They may be scared to let that Cho through again.
I know I would be. It was a threat every game it's been out.
Now we really get one of my favorites. Gotta love the Tristana. And we are seeing the Kane hover. You may have predicted it.
I think he's going to want to put on his carry pants, really go out. If he's going to go out, he's going to bang.
Oh, absolutely. And it's going to be interesting to see how they try and deflect that. They're definitely going with a strong early game again on the side of option 12, which is great to see.
Oh, yeah. Looking at it, we now see the Truffle, not any other Truffle, just the Truffle, making his pick right now.
Yeah, I'd be very interested. I think the Warwick might come through again, but not this pick. Going for the Lulu. It looks like they'll leave their jungler likely towards the final phase if this trend continues. Do you think they go mid here, or do they go top here? I think they might want to grab the Cho'Gath, yeah. Definitely would have been banned away in the second phase.
And What in the world just happened?
I think we'll have to wait on the officials to let us know. I definitely can't say.
We might be experiencing a glitch, folks. Just one moment.
All right, we are going to hop back to the downtime screen here, if you don't mind, folks, and we will be right back with you.
Are we off? Lucky?
No.
Okay.
So we are actually going to take a short break here. Maybe we'll bring back some more silver scrapes to kick this back off, but for production purposes, we'll give it a fresh start.
Stay with us, folks.
Never die when the world is calling you.
Are we live?
Can you hear them screaming out your name?
Legends never die, folks, and despite the issues, this one is going to be legendary. As we're back in Champ Select, we had a DC. We're not going to be imposing any penalties at this time. We're going right back through the same picks, and we'll recommence from there.
Awesome. And it looks like we are going to be floating on Truffle's pick at this point. Looks like he is going to pick up the Lulu, and Cho'Gath coming from Ace.
And we wait with bated breath for the final pick, and it is the Lux. Okay.
Very exciting.
Definitely a Xerath band coming through here, I'd anticipate.
Perhaps. I don't know if you prioritize that with the flex pick that he had put through on Cho'Gath. I think you try and catch out whatever they're going to do in the top lane if I was in their shoes.
I don't think they're scared of the show mid with Lux going there, but definitely a possibility. And they don't want Ace flexing his muscles on the Fizz.
Nope, and the Warwick ban coming across as well, preventing that again from Truffle.
Do we see a Scion ban? Do we see some sort of Ornn ban? Some sort of Morgana ban? I'd probably lean towards a Scion ban, especially if they're looking to bring out the Maokai again. Oh,
And the
Tarek
safety
again.
ban with Tarek.
Definitely not fans of Chaosic's Tarek at this point.
No, and Tarek's so very strong right now.
And the Braum. Oh, nope, they might be changing it up. Tired of being harassed. They are going to be the aggressors this game, perhaps.
This is a very offensive-heavy Northern Storm. They're going to have to stay on the offense because the tanks from option 12 could answer this pretty readily.
If I was a betting man, I'd say that Shaken probably wants to go Kled right now, but for the team comp's sake, I'd hope he goes something a little tankier. And are we going to see a mid laner come through or a top laner? That is the final remaining question on Northern Storm on option 12 side. And we do see the Xerath coming through. Do you think we see the Illaoi coming through since it was so dominant against the Cho'Gath earlier in game?
We'll put your robes on, Prophet. You called it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting match. I wonder what Prowler perhaps learned from his earlier experience against Illaoi, because he's definitely going to have to pull on it. But I do think the team overall is in a better position than they were during that game in particular.
Oh, yeah. This is really, I don't want to say pulling to everyone's strengths, But this is definitely a battle of aggression here. Xerath, Caitlyn, Lulu, Sejuani is going to first. This is a first for the LCUS. We didn't see her until Game 5, usually an LCUS staple. But this is very aggressive from both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the picks by both teams. I think the Sejuani will do a really nice job countering the Kayn. The Kayn's going to be looking to assassinate, whereas the Sejuani is going to be looking to engage into straight team fights beautifully.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure on Ace this game because if Kayn were to float mid, he would shut down that lane essentially. CC a Lux when Xerath's already lack of mobility. It's going to be an uphill fight if Fat Lee chooses to go to that route.
Yeah, definitely could have used a barrier this game despite Ace's propensity for teleport. Though we did see the teleport on Ace play a huge factor in the last game, especially when Malzahar was top without TP and they were able to just push right into Northern Storm's base.
Yeah, and Option 12 closed that last game out so very quickly just off the back of that fight in the bottom. So I think they're going to try and repeat that with the strong team fight comp they have right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that in some ways, Northern Storm is better prepared to handle it with the AoE of Zyra and Alawi, but they are still... they're definitely not going to win a front-to-back team fight. They're going to have to get some good kiting in or a nice flank.
Oh yeah, and just think about it. I mean, this is team just going off the team comps. Just story building for you folks about it. Put yourself in the shoes of Northern Storm right now. You're on the precipice of building a dynasty, 2 championships in a row. I would love to be able to listen to the all chat. So much pressure on them. And Option 12. I mean, this is Ace's second chance to be an LCUS champion. Last split, he did it with Team Triple Strike, trying to make it to the top. And all of these players, with the exception of Ashway, played last split. They can taste it. It's on their tongue. They're ready. They want the opportunity to be champions. Fat Lee, the man is a myth. A legend here in the LCUS. He could be one of the first returning champions for the LCUS. So much is on the table right here, folks. Do us a favor, hit up chat. Let us know what you're thinking. Is this going to be Option 12? Is this going to be Northern Storm? Tell us your emotions. Leave it out on the table. I know these players are. Lucky, I cannot put to words how excited I am.
I'm even more excited for the skin battle.
Oh, and we're so close to it. The final one of the second split. So let's go ahead and call out some skin champions during this very short load screen that we're probably going to.
Yeah, I've been impressed. No toasters tonight.
Yeah, so everybody got their upgrade game on. And here we go, folks. Very exciting. 11:33 at night here. East Coast for me, 10:33 for you in the Central Times for a majority of our viewers, I believe.
Yep, it is definitely going to be a coffee-filled morning tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Looks like a whole lot of battle cast coming across for Option 12. We do see a variety of skins and a naked Kayn. So this is going to go Option 12, and I'm going to give the championship for skins over to probably Resistance Alawi just to get underneath Kenosis' skin. So
before we get flying here, what's your pick for the final game?
Oh, if I was a gambling man, which I am, if anyone's interested, please reach out to me, sigtallord@gmail.com. I'm gonna give this to Option 12. The momentum's in their favor. Northern Storm have shown an incredible fight, but I think this is the time where they're interrupted and they just get a hold on to that one title belt.
Yeah, I gotta back Ace on this one. I have a lot of belief in Fat Lee and Shaken Not Stirred to carry their team too, but with his back against the wall, I'd put my money on Ace.
I agree with you, but I don't just think it's on Ace alone. This is from Truffle. Prowler, who almost every game has played from behind but still maintained an incredible role in his team. Plus, Andy AoE coming in the clutch for this team, playing in the substitute position, but you wouldn't know that from how they're playing right now. And Ashaway showing that they're one of the strongest supports in the LCUS, where Northern Storm, I don't know if the wind came out from out of this cloud, folks, but this is definitely so much on the line for them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I give full credit to those players as well, but you got to ask me what my X factor is when my back is against the wall. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And that's not to be underestimated. We look at the number split wide. He's probably the dominating force in mid laners.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, none of that crazy aggression or invade stuff this game. Everyone's playing very...
Oh,
Trust me, there is.
I guarantee the nerves are killing them. This may not be your LCUS money on the line deal, but these players have a lot of pride. And the lanes start off fairly even. It will be very interesting to see who wins the harass battle in bot lane. I would expect overall the lane to be won by the Caitlyn, who is much stronger than the Tristan early game. Zyra dealing slightly more damage than Lulu, but Lulu mitigating it with shields.
Well, folks, while we are in this short lull, and this might be the last time I get a chance to tell you, don't hesitate. Go check out our YouTube channel. Hit us up on Facebook. That's facebook.com, and search LCUS. Please, we have a lot of great content, and over this break, we're going to have some more exciting content that we can't wait to tell you about in the upcoming weeks.
And while you're at it, vote on the skin bracket. I know there's a lot of players out there that are dying to see if they're going to win a skin, so they'd appreciate your votes. And we're having a very quiet early game. These players are definitely feeling the immensity of the situation. That one misstep could mean losing this 5-game marathon we've embarked upon.
Yeah, and a lot on the line for again. We do see Goonstomp did pick up the Tristana this time, and it looks like it is playing to his advantage. Able to keep this up. Now, he has used his pot before Caitlyn, so we will have to see exactly how he mitigates this damage from this point as Lulu keeps up the harass.
Yep. And
Truffle does go in for the dive on Sigtal Infinite. Looks like he does get away by the skin of his teeth, though.
And we begin to see the Alawi starting to impact the Cho, taking his soul and getting a 8 minion farm lead.
Yeah, Prowler again playing very adeptly from behind.
Oh, and the Lulu getting rooted and taking a tremendous amount of damage.
Yeah, people always forget how much burst damage that the old Vine Mistress down there has. Zyra, forgot her name.
And this poke battle just keeps going back and forth. Farm in the mid lane, dead even. Slight 2-camp lead for Kane in the jungle.
Looks like the aggression is going to continue in the top. not sure having any type the farm, as he is 10 farm up now. Things pretty level in the mid lane. A slight advantage to Ace.
And Ace getting a nice stun off and putting some good poke down onto Lux. 5 farm in the lead now. Wave's pretty even, so that lead may hold.
Just trading poke for poke, comet for comet.
Yeah, Ace should be able to sustain it a little better with a tier 2 Lux's boot and mana crystal.
Yes, and the Xerath passive also is a big benefit when it comes to staying in lane long.
Absolutely. However, we are seeing this top lane take a ton of abuse. And we're seeing a dive being prepped mid lane.
First blood going over to Caitlyn with a surprise trap hitting onto the Zyra. Initial first blood going over to team option 12.
And Fat Lee decides against the mid lane.
Yeah, with the amount of mana that Ace has and his, I believe that stuns off cooldown, it could result in something they don't want to have. Lots of pinging going on. So it looks like Truffle and Truffle on Sejuani is in the seen out by Kane, or vice versa. Truffle did see Kane.
And we now have a commanding lead in the bot lane. 5-10 CS and a kill. That first blood off gold on Caitlyn has got to feel nice.
Oh yeah, and it did result in being able to pick up that BF sword as well as a dagger.
Xerath uses his ult to try and force Lux out of lane. Lux replies with her ult, but Lux is definitely lower and out of mana. Actually, she was using that to clear the wave and just hoping to get some damage while she was at it. And they're starting up the dragon on the side of Northern Storm. Very interesting with their mid having to back. And they back off and will probably yield this to option 12.
Yeah, and it looks like the only thing they might be able to get to turn for this is some damage on that topside turret, but the wave is not in a place where it really gets that huge of a benefit. So very clean, looking to snowball even farther. Option 12 is making some smart plays.
Yeah, they're really going to have to accelerate on the spot lane, though. Otherwise, Northern Storm is going to get that top lane tower with Alawi as this Shogat just continues to fall farther behind.
Well, with also the...
And we do see the very nice poke and snipe with the net by Andy AoE. Yeah,
just continual aggression onto this Zyra, showing that you really do need some kind of tank in the support. That's where he's been shining recently. But I do like the Zyra pick, though.
And we are seeing the Northern Storm playing to the top side, looking to dive onto this show, but Sejuani's waiting in the wings, and they appear to decide against it.
Oh, yeah. Now, which team are you going to give it to scaling-wise? At what point do we need to worry about this Tristana?
Tristana's range returns to normal about level 5 or 6. Overall, the scaling's not all that different. I would definitely give the scaling edge to team option 12 due to their tankiness and the shields of Lulu.
I could see that. I definitely could. And when it comes to the team fight, that longevity that she provides is going to be a benefit. But when you're looking at the amount of AoE damage, definitely still has a threat. Now, we did see first tower gold go over to team option 12. So now they are up a solid 2k. 10 minutes into the game. Now, I will say, I do have one disappointing feeling that I have to express. We've made an entire split, and again, I get no Blitzcrank man.
And we are going to see
And EOE keeping up the aggression. Goonstomp did not follow up with the reset to get some more damage on this Caitlyn. Looks like they are just trying to play a little bit more conservative.
oops.
Now, Prowler is down 30 CS, so this is creating a lot of potential issues down the road when we get to a late game allowing. As things continue pace another lane. Looks like Infinite is down about 30 CS himself against Xerath, as he is a wave clearing machine. But Xerath has not really converted that over to... Looks like they're setting about similar AP. Option 12 is trying to secure this Rift Herald right now. Looks like they will do so pretty much uncontested.
Yeah, Ace is currently sitting on about 1,000.
Oh, but they will get some kills right off the bat. And the stun comes across. Looks like Xerath will go down, but Fat Lee goes down to the Caitlyn. More kills going over to that carry. Prowler does land the knock-up on Shaken Not Stirred, but I don't think the Andy AoE is in a position to capital.
This Caitlyn is mounting into a massive carry.
Now, right now, Caitlyn has not completed her first item yet, but we are setting on a ZBF sword, so very difficult to manage right now. Just the appropriate amount of attack speed and damage at this level. Oh, the ultimate coming across. Shield, the barrier does prevent the death as Sigtal Infinite is forced out of lane again. This tower could go down, folks. We'll see Zyra rotate to try and defend.
And this Caitlyn is only about 400 gold away from Infinity Edge, so we will definitely see her be putting out some serious damage.
Yeah, it becomes major threat at that point. Oh, we do see the Rift Herald popped by Trufflesaurus, so looks like they are going to put this pressure in the mid lane. And the tower goes down just with one shot.
Yeah, it's definitely important to get that mid lane tower down, keep Lux from being able to move out to farm. Now she's forced back to her second tier tower for any sort of safety, makes it easier to gank her. Obviously, Lux being the best target for any sort of collapse at this point with her lack of mobility.
Oh yeah. Now, Fat Lee is still farming up. Looking at it, he does have a farm lead on Sejuani kills, so I think he's trying to mitigate some of the damage that's coming down from this bot lane. And the mid lane, which Ace has a commanding 40 CS lead in. Looking at things are continuing in option as they continue to push the mid lane. We haven't seen this top tower go down yet. Shaken Not Stirred is continuing the aggression, knowing that no one's rotating up there right now. Looks like Xerath might be making his way, or just harassing Kane. Things continue forward as looks like they're just trying to clear out some jungle, set up a little vision. Looks like we are seeing Goonstomp with Trist able to get in a little bit more farm, trying to close some of this gap. Have finally evened things out farm-wise, but he is still behind in terms of kills. So that IE and Zeal is going to be a large threat compared to the uncompleted item that Goonstomp is setting.
Well, and we see all of that all of that tower gold sitting on Caitlyn too, as she was there for both of those tower takes.
Yeah, very wealthy right now. Shaken Not Stirred does have Kane, with Fat Lee setting in the wings. Looks like they are going to try and get this damage on right off the bat to the soul of Cho'Gath. Ace is in there. Looks like he's able to clear the wave, prevent them pushing in to take this first tower on their behalf. Right now, Northern Storm is holding, still 2k behind. Option 12 not putting anything on the line here, playing very safe.
Definitely interesting that they haven't completed a lane swap like they did previously. Must have seen how detrimental that was to the show, being placed versus a couple ranged champions.
I think that Trist creates so much pressure in the bot lane, it's difficult to take Caitlyn off that.
Oh, absolutely.
Trist is a tower-taking machine. Now, Trist did complete a static shiv. Now, that recently was nerfed, correct?
Yes, it was nerfed against minions specifically, as it was making it too easy to clear minion waves. So, well, it will increase your pushing power, and it's not as effective against minions as one would like.
Looks like Ace is pushing into this tower, and I don't think anyone's really in a place to contest it. Northern Storm is just kind of floating around. We do see Kane in the top lane. Looks like he might head that way to assist Alawi. Option 12 is going to go after this Drake, and it looks like they will secure it with no issue.
And we definitely could see Ace getting caught out here. He is slowly leaving now, but Kane is flanking on top of him.
Oh, stun misses, giving away his position. Knock up lands. TP coming in, trying to assist. Ace is very...
TP. Oh, and the TP does come through, and Prowler's forced to flash as well.
Now, we do see the rest of Option 12 collapsing up here, Lucky, so we'll have to see how this plays out, but it looks like Northern Storm are setting up a siege, trying to take a first tower, get some gold under their belt.
Yeah, I think we're more likely to see this tower take come from Lux in the mid lane, doing some good damage to that tower.
That was a big payoff for them when they were able to take out Ace. Give Sigtal Infinite the opportunity to actually flex some of that push muscle.
And they might actually get their 4v4 now, but Lux is roaming up first. She'll make their first. Here comes the Zyra damage and AoE through. Chris doing damage, having to jump out. Sejuani jumping forward but having to run away. Now we're seeing this Alawi's Hope come through with the tentacles. Lux and Ace are both up. Lux.
Oh, Alawi
ult is up. Lux's is not.
Did see Alawi back there, got very low, so this is still a 4v4 situation as Sejuani went back. Caitlyn does ult, trying to generate some pushback, give them some space to push this late wave out. Alawi TPing back to lane.
We're getting a ARAM style in the top lane.
We'll have to see. Now, right now, Alawi does have her ultimate up, so we're going to have to see. This could be a huge impact if she was to leap of faith right into this comp right now.
Oh, absolutely, and oh, they are all so low, but all the waves are also pushing against Option 12.
Yeah, I think it might be time to back off. You've saved your tower. Fat Lee not in the best position. Does try to go in 1v4. Oh, might get something, might not. Nope, does not look like he will get anything. Prowler securing the kill on Fat Lee.
Yeah, I kind of question that continuing to go in. I think he's starting to really feel the pressure of this game slipping away.
I don't know if he really has escape potential.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So better try and get something from it. Now, option 12 laying siege to this top lane, trying to get something. They have taken the tier 1 tower from bot and mid lane, so top would be the next logical choice. Now, right now, looking at the creep score, we do see that Cho in the top lane is down about 40 CS, but that's 10 CS less than Sigtal Infinite in the mid lane against Zero. Kane does have a clear advantage in farm and kills right now, so he is ahead in that jungle position. And looks like in the support lane, because Zyra does have a kill, she is able to squeeze out a little bit more farm, not including tower gold, against this Lulu. But again, we've already stated, this Lulu has high impact in prolonging these team fights. They've done that every time.
Oh, absolutely. And the Whimsy just completely destroys the Kane before he has a chance to really make an impact.
Lux goes very... there was an engage in the top lane as Goonstomp did go very low, but it was able to bait out and allow Chaos to ultimate onto Xerath to try and secure that kill, but kill did go over to Fat Lee. We did see Truffle try to ult in, get a kill, but it looks like they will get another kill onto Fat Lee as he was out of position after that team fight. Now we see Triss trying to return to that lane as there was a lane. We have our in the bot lane as they try and push in. Continued aggression. This has been like a good 5 minutes in the top lane. These teams just struggling over this turret.
Yeah, and these are the two teams that are known for rotating and not just brawling face to face. So it's very interesting to see that. And you'd have to assume the pressure is getting to them and causing that.
And the AoE does land the ultimate, just as Sigtal Infinite was not able to get in place to block the headshot.
And they should get that top tower now without additional support, especially now that Ace has the mid lane pushing in.
Looks like Sigtal Infinite's trying to clear that wave as fast as possible. Andy AoE still picking at the tower.
Yeah, we see this Caitlyn 50 farm up. It's just becoming simply ridiculous.
Oh, and we do see the leap of faith in the bot lane, shaken not stirred, trying to deal as much damage as she can to that spirit. Top lane tower does go down.
Mid lane tower is going to go down to Tristana in answer.
Alright, folks, we are 24 minutes into this game. We are starting to see some scaling from both sides. Looks like we do have a completed Echo, a Luden's Echo from Xerath. Same thing from Lux. Shaken Not Stirred not in the best position, as it looks like she is caught out with no mana. Looks like that kill is going to go over to Prowler, as this Drake is started by option 12, and it would be the third one for them. This was a near-killing blow for Northern Storm last game. Let's see how they're able to play out of this now.
Oh, and they may get flanked here. I mean, we've got 5 people walking up the river. Nope, they walk out to the top side.
They did take that top tower, and it looks like they're keeping up the pressure onto this bot on this top lane.
Yes, but now they're getting collapsed on heavily. They are TPing in, but it's still missing one. Zyra is not with them, and she is a large portion of their damage right now. Oh, those Kate crits are just brutal right now. And and Ace just misses it. but Andy AoE follows up with a snipe.
Very clean, very good cleanup. Andy AoE showing his worth. 6-0-1 right now. 247 to 186 with Tristana. Oh, and it looks like option 12 might be looking to start this Baron right with Northern Storm watching.
Well, they do have a Cho'Gath, and
Truffle does go very low.
there goes the Zyra.
Go down.
And they all dodge the Luxalt. Key to this fight.
Oh, Tristana caught out, does go down. Andy AoE continue.
I really hope they don't turn back onto this Baron.
I
And
don't think they're going to. Northern Storm trying to fight for the what little opportunities they're able to get, but option 12 is just playing around every corner. Now there is one tier 2 tower left for team option 12 as Northern Storm, they're pushing into it too hard. The lane is pushed in favor of option 12.
Yeah, we see about a 4k gold lead, so definitely not insurmountable at this point, but it's really hard to see the team fight where Northern Storm really win this unless everyone runs forward onto a Zyra ult and they're able to land all their combos.
That's one probably the best outcome for them, but it's worth pointing out that this Tristana has completed a second item, and sitting at the level she's at right now, as long as that front line of Alawi and, well, I guess looks like Kane's trying to get a little tanky, as long as he's able to reach back, Goonstomp's not one to be written out right.
Oh, absolutely. There just isn't the front line there for them to have a front-to-back fight, especially when Caitlyn's already on a second Zeal item. They're going to have to eliminate the Caitlyn in these fights to have it immediately in these fights to have a chance.
Oh yeah. Looks like they are going to start this Baron back up. Prowler initiating. Looks like Northern Storm are going to try and do this without their jungler because I don't think Kane's really in position.
Yeah.
So here he goes.
Can he steal a second Baron today?
Oh, and it's stole by the Lux ultimate. He is able to get it. Not without penalty, though. Oh, Goonstomp looks like went in, tried to go after the Caitlyn, but was not able to secure the kill. Zyra tries to flash across in order to secure it. Does get it on Caitlyn, but that's it. Looks like, even though they secured the Baron, they're only going to have it on 2 people. That's Sigtal Infinite and Shaken Not Stirred. So incredible steal from Northern Storm, showing they're not out of this yet.
Yeah, beautiful CC knocking up the Sejuani so that she couldn't smite.
So
and that brings the gold lead down to just 2k.
Yeah, that was a huge power play for Northern Storm.
And Ace survives the Luxalt. Not
Yeah,
really
Lux
all that
just
close.
Well, Lux really doesn't have the items under her belt to be super big threat right now. Now, when she does complete, I believe she's building a Morellonomicon, perhaps? I think I'm looking at the right item.
I can't help you there, unfortunately, my friend. Not a mid laner.
Well, I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Now, speaking of chat, while they set up to try and dance over this Baron here in about 45 seconds, here in chat we do see Kenos. Not sure about that Baron. James Games TV, that Luxalt, but is it worth? Arcane Soda, not sure if I agree with the Zyra Flash. Kenos, keeping it off 12 is worth enough. I think that played out in their benefit, keeping that off option 12, because that could have been game for them.
Oh,
so
absolutely. This would have ballooned to at least 8k, maybe closer to 10 if that had gone on to option 12.
Yeah, and with the engage they had, that would have huge.
And this Cho'Gath needs to get out of here, get out of dodge fast, but he is likely going down. Pulls out the item but he is not going to make it.
Oh, a little bit of an insect play there from Goonstomp as he jumps over and then gets the Cho'Gath back. Lee Sin would be proud.
And we see a siege on the mid lane tower, but Alawi should be able to deflect it. And they are likely needed back at turret as it's a 4v2. And this could be quite the turnaround for Northern Storm. Ace surviving by the skin of his teeth, putting down his ult. Alawi preventing the backs, forcing Kate and Lulu to run. And Kate coming in with the huge crit, taking down 2. Now she's got a 3rd. Can she get the Quadra? Ooh, not enough damage. But they still get 3 turrets, and very well will get the Mountain Drake.
Man, huge play. Gold even now, and it looks like turrets are now in favor of Northern Storm.
Yeah, definitely a miscommunication to have Kate and Lulu pushing up that far when there's a massive push going on. You really need to have someone with a TP making that push.
Blue team does secure the next Drake, which was an Earth Drake. Whew, folks, we are being tapped. It's emotional roller coaster. It looks like option 12 in the bag, and now about evened up. Andy AoE has the bulk of the team right on his back, trying to carry them. That is one downside. Kills are a little bit more even spread for Team Northern Storm. All the gold's on Caitlyn, so that did create the issue that Lucky had outlined for us a moment ago. Now looking at it, just analyzing some of the build, I do see Zyra picked up the Rylai's Crystal Scepter. It's a very interesting, I like the choice, being a support mage, wanting to keep your damage up, but also adding that slow to continue the team fights and chase. Ace is in the top lane, looks like he's trying to wave clear and create some pressure.
Nice try by Alawi, but just short on the Soul Snag.
Looks like Ace is going to recall.
Probably getting close to that threshold for having an Infinity Edge, but they definitely need to be careful in the mid lane here as they're facing a 5v4. And Ace TP's in with that death cap. And we definitely see option 12 making it a priority to push forward to end this thing.
Yeah, well, Andy AoE's in a position. He can be. Looks like he's just completed his Mercurial Scepter. Or Mercurial Scimitar. I knew it was some kind of stick.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be extremely helpful in getting out of any Lux Zyra or Lux or Zyra CC.
Looks like this tower will go down. Though flying from behind, does have a stone, does have his gargoyle plate and a spirit visage complete, so he's more than tanky enough.
And we have the flash in by Kane, but he is just not beefy enough. But he does manage to live.
Oh, kills going across all the way. Northern Storm showing a dominating performance as they take down 4, leaving Ace by himself. They have pinged to take this mid lane tower. That'll be 2 inhibitors if they rotate down. Looks like they've got about between 38 to 43 seconds before the whole team's back up. Ace having to recall.
They don't have any minions. That is going to be a huge inhibitor because they are going to do very little damage to that tower without minions.
Well, they got a Trist. Looks like they're trying to keep the damage up. I would rotate bot if I were them. I would get something. Oh, Ace does secure a kill against Chaos.
They are looking to go to Baron, though.
Fat Lee would be up. Don't know if it's the best call, though. We'll have
You
to
do
see.
have the Sejuani up now, though, before even Lee.
Nope, he's going down very quick. And with Ace's ult down, this could be secured.
It's going to be very close. Alawi's very low. Oh, and just barely with getting it.
Oh, wow. The Alawi ultimate does buy a little time for Goonstomp to get out, so they do have Baron on at least 2 people.
And we have a minute 50 on Elder Drakes, so it's definitely going to be a very tense time.
Option 12 does choose to go back in this mid lane, try and take the inhibitor they missed before.
Yep, they've definitely got a 4v5 for another 30 seconds, so if they can, they should definitely posture that way.
Oh, Fat Lee does go in. 1v4. We do see
Potentially
Goonstomp.
very questionable taking a 4v5, but they could end the game right here.
Oh, and we do see a kill go over as Triss does
But
go
Ace's
down.
Xerath is coming in, and he's got the damage. Kate coming in. And
Looks like, folks, this might just be it. Fat Lee being the only one left.
oh, that's
Very close.
critical.
Oh, and he goes down. Looks like the red buff did it, or could be.
And that is likely game with 3 still up for option 12. It's going to take a miracle from this Alawi. They may look to back off here, especially with the Elder Drake up shortly.
Yeah, you want a little bit of security. But they did get a lot of damage in on that Nexus tower. All right. Looks like we did get a reset after that inhibitor did go down.
And,
Baron is on no one right now as Fat Lee did die.
and we are about to see an all-out brawl over our Elder Drake. And it is absolutely critical that option 12 don't get this with their collection of 4 dragons.
Yeah, it would be a game ender, but it looks like they're going to start it up. Fat Lee is making his way there. Ace trying to poke people out. Now, because of the amount of drakes that they have, this Elder Drake is very resistant.
And this Kate... Oh, and the Zyra is dead. And there's a duel between the Trist and the Kate. And the... Oh! And the Trist wins the duel!
Drake's still up. They're fighting on top of it. Fat Lee is going to ultimate onto Ace. Ace trying to dodge around it. Looks like they're trying to just make sure that they don't get this Drake.
This Kane lifesteal is absolutely insane. But their Nexus is going down, so that's going to stop anything from any further aggression from Northern Storm. And now we have a chase. Kane going after Xerath.
Have to see exactly how he tries to escape this. Kane does look like he's not going to catch up. So he does settle for a blue buff there.
And we are likely to see it, the same brawl all over again shortly here.
They're going to have to push out real far in order for this to not be a game throwing. Northern Storm at incredible risk to not stay and defend right now.
And Tristana may be going to look to sneak it.
We'll have to see. She did get caught out by a ward, and it looks like Kate's on the way for a revenge. Taking out red buff in 3 shots. And it looks like option 12 have started the Drake. Ace trying to push out that mid lane, create threat. They peel off so that they continue to assist with this.
They might just be able to rush mid if they got a flank. But they definitely have to keep this interesting. They're leaving a clean avenue for Northern Storm to go after the Elder Drake, but they'd have to basically sacrifice their top inhibitor for it.
I think they'd just be sacrificing Nexus if they went after it. Looks like they are going to recall, try and stop this push. Cho'Gath more than tanky enough to just take the tower shots for a few seconds as Caitlyn mows it down.
I think they just don't want to risk any potential flanks. And Ace recalls. Okay.
Well, that bot lane's pushing very heavy. You don't want to give Northern Storm anything right. It's not worth throwing the game.
Very true, but does he have TP up? He does have TP up. Okay. It's so unnatural for a mid laner to have TP outside of the LCUS. It just doesn't. You typically don't expect to see a mid laner get back in. And the Alawi ult onto Caitlyn, or the Alawi grab onto Caitlyn, that is huge.
For what it mattered, Andy AoE just right out of it. Storm still having to stay very vigilant on their mid lane, waiting for that inhibitor in the mid lane to respawn.
They might be looking to start taking a crack at this again. But they've got to keep the flank out of Northern Storm's hands this time.
Continuing the poke onto Chaos. Looks like they're going to start the Drake again. Fat Lee right there.
Oh, and the
Chaos
Siren is so low. And this time, Andy gets Tristana. Andy's still alive. Still fighting.
Fat Lee goes down. Chaos goes down. Triple kill going over. Looks like they're trying to get Truffle for some reason. Shaken, not stirred.
And that is the game, folks. That's the game right there.
Whew. Folks, we'll have to see if there's any kind of miracle, but it looks like this is a reverse sweep. Option 12, taking out the middle inhibitor as we speak. Lux, the only one there to defend. Throws the ultimate.
And misses her ult.
Folks, after an exciting night, I'm more than excited to say I want to congratulate Option 12, the second LCUS champions. Oh, wowie hours. Man, I am so emotionally drained. Folks, we're getting ready. Here in seconds, we're going to have an interview with our champions. So just stick right with us while we get that organized.
Yeah, man, that is going to be one heck of an incredible interview.
All right, let's head on over to the interview room.
All right.
All right, Lucky, we are here with the champions of the second LCUS split, Team Option 12. Guys, you dominated the entire split, but you not only won this, but you won off the back of a reverse sweep. Tell me, what are you feeling right now? Let's start. Let's start in the bot lane. Andy AoE, you come in as a support, as a sub. Do you still feel good about this? I mean, you performed like a demon tonight.
He might not be here. He went to get some water, but
I would love to do that here in a minute too. Fine, let's move on mid lane. Tell me, what are you feeling after last split having it taken from you when you were playing with Triple Strike? You finally found your success here on the Option 12.
yeah, we're feeling a little bit like Cloud9. Reverse sweeps in the gauntlet, making it all the way. Those were super close games. Just ecstatic that we were able to take it to 5 games and win the last one.
Wonderful. Ashaway from the bot lane. You made it, championship. What are you feeling?
I'm just so happy right now. It was an unbelievable win, and I'm glad we could carry through.
Oh, wonderful. That was incredible performance the entire time. Your Lulu, on point. Very spicy.
Oh, thank you.
Prowler, you played from behind for 5 games, and you never let it get you down. What was your secret to success?
I've said it before. I have an incredible team here, and I was going up against Shaken Not Stirred, who's an incredible top laner. I, decided that leaving me out on an island and just having to hold on but not die was the best way. And then, when you have a great team, you can just rally behind. You're okay playing from behind, knowing that they're going to come out on top.
Prowler, incredibly well put. Truffle, you went toe to toe with Fat Lee. You came out on top and you walked away with the championship. How are you feeling?
Elated. Fat Lee is such a great jungler. Northern Storm is such a great team. It was a constant battle for information and mind games with Fat Lee, and we as a whole team had to work to sort of deal with that, and it felt really great to come out on top.
Well, guys, I cannot say enough. Congratulations. I'm so excited. You all performed well, not only tonight, but through the entirety of the split. This is well-deserved, and I hope you enjoy it. And we'll be back next split so that you guys can try to, on a personal level, hold on to your championship belts. Is there anything anybody wants to say before we close out the night?
Yeah, I just want to wrap up, at least for me, saying thanks to Shaden. He played super well this whole split. It's really unfortunate that he had to deal with such a issue tonight, and I want to give a shout out to him because he was really a big part of the team.
It's dominating performance the entire split, and on and off roll too. Shaden, our thoughts are with you. Anybody else?
Just to kind of pile onto that, huge props to Andy being able to step in and help us the last 4 games here, the final.
Well, I know
who can fill shoes as big as Shaden's.
Well, I know on a caster level, Andy, I hope you're eyeballing coming back next split. We'd love to have you back. You're such a dominating performer.
I appreciate it. I'll definitely consider it for sure.
Wonderful. Well, Lucky, anything from you?
No, I'm just dying for that glass of water. It has been a long but beautiful night.
Well, folks, on behalf of the casting team, on behalf of all the players at the LCUS, I thank you for joining us for the second split. Our third split is going to be coming out at the end of this month, possibly the beginning of next month. Please check our Facebook for all the information as well as the incredible content we're still going to be producing during this off time. I'm Sigtal Lord, Commissioner of the LCUS, and please have a great night.
Signing off, it's Gotta Get Lucky and Sig Tao.
We good?
We good?